Why automate the first 45 seconds of a call? What's the benefit for the consumer? What's the benefit for you as a business? Now, the key questions to ask ourselves are, well, what's the caller doing in the first 45 seconds? And secondly, what are your agents routinely doing with callers when the call gets through to them? Our benchmark data across 8 very different industries shows that more than 50% of callers do not get to an agent within 45 seconds. So most of the time, the caller is going through your IVR tree of menus or waiting in a queue. Now, generally, very frustrating for callers and not doing much for you as a company either. Like, how useful is it really to know that the caller pressed 1 for support? It's not really very rich information. Now think about the agent. What do you have them do routinely on each call? Sometimes security questions and sometimes just simple identification questions. In almost all circumstances, agents still have to ask what the basic reason for calling is. That's an incredible waste of valuable agent time. Wouldn't it be better to use a natural dialogue to ask the caller what is needed and then at the same time save the agent the time and mind-numbing frustration of doing the routine questions? Yeah, of course it would. In fact, it saves on average 35 to 45 seconds of agent time, which is worth over $500,000 annually in completely avoidable cost. And that's only assuming 150,000 inbound calls a month. If you have more, obviously that scales upwards. But does it really work with a natural dialogue? Isn't speech processing also difficult? Do I need to do lots of training on language components? Actually, no, not anymore. This is where we come in. This is where babelforce comes in. We make it possible for you to very quickly use some really groundbreaking AI components, namely speech transcription, natural language understanding, and categorization and decision-making tools to automate all that first part of a call. So the beauty of it is that you can actually A/B test it, i.e. you can put the old way against the AI approach and actually measure, okay, which is better. You don't have to take a risk on that. What we have found is that callers actually prefer the second natural dialogue approach in automation. Why? Well, as you can imagine, it is better to be asked a few questions in a well-designed dialogue than to listen to some muzak mixed with your call is important to us. For agents, it also means they can concentrate on what they are best at, having high quality interactions person to person to resolve the caller's actual problem or otherwise help add value to your business. And just as a reminder, this is one of 6 of our main use cases that we help customers with. Check out the others as well. There's a video and material on each one. So ping me, get in touch, DM me. I'd love to go through what you want to automate and where you can improve your inbound processes.